First of all, just how difficult a defeat was it to take against Millwall in the week?
Yeah, we need to start getting a little bit consistency about ourselves. We can't be winning one, losing one, drawing one. We were disappointed because we went to 10 men. We didn't get the best of starts in the game, but we got a goal just before half time, and then we found ourselves playing the better football, playing the better stuff, and then Morgan unluckily got sent off, and we were back against the wall against 10 men. But I still thought we showed a lot of character. We'd created chances, and then we got sucker punched right at the death, and it was always going to be either a wonder goal or a scrappy goal, and they ended up getting the wonder goal, and it was heart wrenching.
In particular, as a team, do you need to get better at closing out games and managing games this season? Because it's not the first time you've conceded late on.
Yeah, I think that'll come with a little bit more experience of being in the championship a bit more, and I think the manager went over that today, and he said exactly the words that have just come out of your mouth. We need to show a little bit more maturity in our performance, and maturity in our style of play, and maturity in somebody on the pitch leading and telling the lads to come on now. If it's 1-1, we're down to 10 men, it's 1-1, and we walk away with a draw instead of a defeat.
How have you found the season so far? Clearly, you've been a pretty regular fixture now for a number of seasons, a bit more in and out this season. How have you found it?
Yeah, obviously, like any footballer would be, if they're not frustrated sitting on the bench, then there shouldn't be a footballer. So yeah, I'm obviously frustrated, but there's a fine line between being frustrated and angry, and showing that when I'm back with my teammates as well. I want the best for this football club, and I want the best for my team, and I'm sure me appearances will come back again. It's swings and roundabouts in football, but yeah, I'm used to playing games, but there'll always be that little side of frustration. But look, John Egan's playing outstanding, so is Ben Davis, and we're playing four at the back, so it's something I'm just going to have to get on with at the moment.
Yeah, you mentioned the change in the system there. You've been a bit of a victim of it, really. How do you think the team is adapting to that?
Yeah, I think we're showing it in spurts. Like I said, with just consistency a little bit more, and obviously we're going. It's a little bit slower, so the fans need to understand that we might get to attacking position, and we might come back around and work the ball back around the defence. It's just the way the manager wants us to play. It looks good on the eye. We are creating a lot of chances. We are creating a lot of opportunities, and it's slowly but surely hopefully going to connect, and we can get some consistency, because we do need a good run of wins on the board.
In essence, you're all professional footballers. You've all played fours and threes at the back at whatever time. Is it as much about personal responsibility and making sure you're all at that right level every single minute of every single game?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously with the three at the back, there's a little bit more security there as well. With the four, there's a lot more freedom up the top of the pitch, which we've seen the last few weeks with Illiman, and obviously Moose coming on scoring, Didsey, Sharpie's free flowing at the moment, so it's great to see Billy back in the goals and assists as well. So yeah. There's loads of positives and negatives. I think this season we are seeing a lot more of the 3-5-2 up against that, so there's a lot more teams sitting in there and hoping they catch us on the break. And the other night we've seen two wonder goals that you probably would never see at Bramall Lane before in your life, so that was hard to take.
I mean, you're 17th in the Championship right now, obviously a far cry from where it has been in the last few years. Do you as a group of players kind of accept and appreciate where you are right now?
Yeah, I think there's we want to run a games where we need to start picking up results. We know that we're not happy with 17th. The table's so tight. I think it's four points to relegation and 5 points to the playoffs. We know what the championship's like. You pick up 2 or 3 wins in 1 week, and you've got a chance of being in the playoffs. And hopefully we can start doing that, because I think it's important for Sheffield United, the backing of the fans with this 27,000 every week, and we want them to keep believing as well.
Was it always going to be difficult this year for the players that were in the Premier League last year to kind of get it out of your systems, just in the nature of how the year unfolded?
Yeah, I think you can look at it like that, but then you look at teams that are up there, which is Bournemouth, West Brom's, Fulham's. They've obviously had the same experiences as us, but they've kicked on a little bit better than us. Obviously we've had a change of manager, change of tactics and formation, but we just want to get it right on the field, and we're desperate to do well. We're desperate to do well for the fans and the players. You know what great group we've got. You can see the performances that some of the boys are putting in, but we just need to to glue together and get a run going. And I think we're only on the 14th game, so there's still plenty of time to go. And everyone knows what Sheffield United's like once they get going.
I mean, you personally have seen so much with the club now over the years. Are you determined that essentially all that hard work that has been gone through over the years, it just doesn't go to waste this year, and you don't just let it go?
Yeah, we definitely don't want a season of, that was a season that passed us by, because the manager doesn't deserve that, and the players that were brought in don't deserve that either. We need some determination, we need some character in our group to get the results that we want. We don't want a season of what ifs. We need a season of yes, it can be, and hopefully we can do that.
I believe your contract's up next summer, Chris, which will be 8 years at the club. Do you feel that you've still got plenty to offer this club, not just this season, but in years to come?
Tough question, really. Obviously, as a footballer, I'm a 33-year-old. I want to be playing every week, and if I can do it for Sheffield United, I really believe I can. I love playing, I love training, I love backing the lads up in the dressing room as well, even if I'm not playing. Got a lot of experience of being here up through the ups and downs, and I'm desperate for the ups to come back again. So personally, obviously, as a footballer, you always want to play football matches, and when you come into the back end of what's been an amazing time here, I want to keep it going, and I'm getting the belief from the fans that they still believe in us, and they still want us here with with how they are when I'm coming on the field at the moment, and what they're like when I'm warming up. So it's nice to hear, and just got to keep belief in myself and make sure that I'm ready when called upon.
No Wednesday or Leeds in the division this season, so Barnsley is the biggest derby. Is this the kind of game that is ideal right now for the team to show where it's at and what it's all about?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always a great occasion going to Barnsley. I've really enjoyed going there in my time at Sheffield United. I'm looking forward to going there on Sunday. It's a big stage. There's been 4,000, 5,000 Sheffield United fans, and a lot of their fans as well. It is a derby. It's a game that's going to be aggressive, and hopefully we're up for the task and we can get some goals as well.
Yeah, you've started the last 5 meetings between the clubs. You lost 3 years ago. You won 6 years ago. It's a big one for the fans, this, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially away from home. It's a great occasion. The fans are right behind the goal, so when you get a goal in the second half, normally on that end, it's great to see, and you can celebrate with them. But it'll be a quite hostile environment, I think, and they need a performance, and so do we. So it's one of them games who's going to calm themselves down and play their way.